Hello, it is Will here, sharing this week's newsletter in video format. I'm currently sat outside. It's a pretty beautiful day, and I wanted to share in this week's newsletter my thoughts, my beliefs on emotions, and share a really valuable tool and really an idea that can help us with emotions that are tough to experience. So about a month ago, I was on the train, literally just across the river. There's a train track, and I was sat on the train. I'd been in Luxembourg for a networking event and had a really nice time, and I was travelling back, sat on the train looking out the window, and I don't know why, but I started to feel really, really bad. I couldn't work out what had triggered it. So I pulled my journal out and I started to write how I was feeling. And I started with the words, I feel. And I wrote low, disconnected, guilty, shameful, inferior. All these really quite deep negative emotions, and I couldn't work out what the trigger was, like I said, but this was how I was feeling, and it was at the stage where I could have cried. It was really, really bizarre. And obviously when we feel like this, we don't like to sit with it. And it's interesting that if you look at how we've been brought up, advertising, films, we're all sold the idea of happiness. If you look at any advertising campaign, it's beautiful people with symmetrical faces, wearing perfect clothes, with perfect teeth, smiling. We're really sold this idea that happiness is the goal. And I was having a chat with a friend the other day, and he said, isn't it funny how when somebody takes your photo, they always want you to smile? So even if you're in the worst possible mood, you know, we have to fake it for the sake of a photo. Really bizarre, right? Anyway, and this is how I felt. I journaled and I wrote below, this too shall pass. And honestly, just writing these words, just accepting how I was feeling, didn't solve it. I didn't suddenly feel my normal sort of positive, optimistic self, but it was almost like this burden had been lifted from my shoulders, because I started to just accept how I was feeling. I wasn't fighting it. I wasn't in resistance. By writing these words, and this too shall pass, I was acknowledging the fact that this is life. We go through times when we're feeling great, we're feeling inspired, energetic. But there's also times when we do feel low, and actually this is the spectrum of life, and it's impossible to experience these amazing highs without experiencing these amazing lows. So I just want to share this tip, maybe as a just checking how we're doing for time, another minute, sharing this as an exercise. Next time you feel bad or negative, which of course is a judgment, you know, we feel not good, just to journal, to write, I feel, get it out, get this emotion into words and onto paper, and just write these words below, and this too shall pass, because it always does. It always does. You know, life is a cycle. We experience these amazing emotions, and we experience emotions that don't feel so good, but if we can learn to accept them, it will bring with it not happiness, but almost this deep peace. So I hope this serves you today. Thank you for joining, and have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. And as always, let me know what you think of this. Send me a reply, and I'd love to read it. Take care. Lots of love.